It's no secret that the recent projects tied to Marvel haven't been performing all that well, or at least as much as they have been expecting as of recently. Carol Danvers, aka Captain Marvel, has reclaimed her identity from the tyrannical Kree, taking revenge on the Supreme Intelligence, but unintended consequences see Carol shouldering the burden of a destabilized universe. Her duties got tied together with Miss Marvel and Monica Rambeau. Together, this unlikely trio must team up and learn to work in concert to save the universe, according to the film's description.
Carol Danvers, prodigal child of the Milky Way.
Nick Fury, my favorite one-eyed man of intrigue.
How goes it out there?
I know.
It has been reported that this film coming up in November has a runtime of 1 hour and 33 minutes without credits, which is very low for a Marvel movie. One concern that many have is that there's just too many storylines within this universe. When you get into the multiverse, it begins to get complicating with bringing in so many other characters within one franchise and trying to figure out how it can all make sense and why other characters would begin to join others, or just how they fit in with each other one way or another. A lot has been said about the increasing complexity of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The truth is that 15 years after Iron Man kicked off the franchise, there's far too much lore and way too many characters to keep track of for a casual fan to dip in and out at their pleasure. Even just recently, Marvel had to release a video explaining the MCU timeline just to make it as clear as possible.
So much has happened in our films and series. That's why it's so exciting to have the Marvel Cinematic Universe in official timeline.
It's the first time we're officially laying out the timeline. It's incredible, once it's all laid out, how interconnected and how seamless it actually is.
It's the MCU that you've seen on screen, but deconstructed.
I mean, even Secret Invasion was a flop too, and kinda just overall confusing. Audiences famously hated Secret Invasion, no spoilers here, but two twists in the last Secret Invasion episode of the Disney Plus series have made the Avengers look like a joke, and retconned one of the franchise's most beloved characters. We can imagine this pattern continuing for the film itself. Reading a negative review famously puts audiences off seeing a film. While we doubt that this next review bombing campaign will be very sophisticated, the majority just tend to be one-star reviews with little to no actual analysis besides the odd "I hate Brie Larson" for no apparent reason. And of course, we are not degrading Brie Larson for what she has done for the character of Captain Marvel and as the character, but it's no secret that she has not been the nicest of the bunch, and we have seen this during a few times with interviews with other Avengers before the Endgame days, like that one that I'm sure you all remember with Chris Hemsworth and Don Cheadle when she interrupted the conversation to what Chris was saying, making a joke that Brie was Tom Cruise, and she kinda came off a little bit too strong for her response. The trend could very well continue with not a whole lot of people being excited to see this film, but of course it's not just a Captain Marvel film with focusing on Brie Larson herself, but Iman Vellani and Teyonah Parris too. We have even seen a few reviews pop up of those who have watched the teaser and trailer, and just from that little bit, there were a lot of weird comments. The Marvel's 2-minute teaser shared on the Marvel Entertainment YouTube account has over 300,000 dislikes. Its comment section is flooded with unfunny sexist comments, as well as weird, equally unfunny references to other movies. Now, the involvement of all three versions of the Marvel superheroes was actually Brie Larson's idea, and it only made sense to introduce all three, kinda like they did with all three Spider-Man. Marvel just had to do it in a more creative way. Now, it was revealed that there were massive reshoots done in April, and with so many pushbacks to the release date, it could very well be possible that Marvel is focusing more on the story and touching things up in a more creative way, and listening to fans' responses and actually trying to make this film good. While we wait for the film release, however, we have seen some interviews preparing us for what we can see.
I think it's an incredible metaphor with this, of learning how to be in a team, and also like the very clear example that like no one person can do it all. Like the world does not become a better place by one person, certainly not one lady.
But we wanted to turn this around to you guys. What are your thoughts on all of this, and do you think the Marvel's film will save the MCU or just be another disappointment to most? Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on for more videos just like this. That's it for today though. We'll see you all next time with a brand new video.